back to my channel, guys. Today's video is going to be a beauty review video. I am going to be trying out the new Makeup by Mario F4 brush. I'm really excited to try this. I've heard amazing stuff on TikTok. Hopefully it's not a hype product, but I'm going to try out some other new stuff as well, like the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. I've heard amazing stuff about this foundation. I've tried it one time before, but it wasn't for a long time, so I'm going to test this and see how the longevity of this works throughout the day, and I'll keep you guys updated on what I think about it. And then we've also got another two new products, the Morphe Hot Shot Sun Drops and the Morphe Hot Shot Blush Drops. This is in the shade That Girl, so we're going to be trying out these ones as well and see how it works throughout the day and if we love it or not. So I have done my eyebrows and my eye makeup just to make the video a little bit shorter because we don't want it too long and we want to get to the point. So let's start off with the Maybelline Superstay. That's what I'll be doing first. I've already prepped my skin using the Glow Recipe toner. That's what I always use. If you guys have seen my previous videos, you'll know that that's my favorite for prepping my skin. And if you haven't, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to this channel, like my video, and join the family. Alright, so this is a dual-ended brush. It's got a larger flat side and a smaller flat side. I'm going to be using this for my foundation, and then I'll be using this for the concealer. And then I'm going to try and clean it off and use this for the liquid bronzer, and then this for the liquid blush to see if we can get the most out of our money. Alright, we're going to give this foundation a good shake, and this is in the shade... Where would the shade name be? I have no idea. It is in... Guys, it's literally at the front. It's in shade 129, so... Hopefully it's a good colour match. If you guys know me, you know I'm obsessed with the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. My holy grail, I've been using this for a good year now and I love her so much. So let's see if this is just as good. You guys know me, I love Maybelline foundations and Maybelline mascaras. So going in with the large flat side, I'm just going to dab it in and let's start to see if this foundation has good coverage and if this brush blends well. So, okay. First off, this brush is so freaking soft, like probably the softest brush I own. It's a very, very soft, guys. I like how it's angled. It's actually applying my foundation really nice. Now, I don't like to waste time blending out my foundation too much, and I hate brushes that leave streaks, but so far that's already blended out and there's no streaks on my cheeks. So I'm actually very, very surprised. I'm actually shocked. And the foundation itself, good coverage. You can still see a little bit of blemishes. So I wouldn't say this is completely full coverage, but I would say it's medium to full coverage. And I probably need another pump. It's nice and runny, so it's not thick at all. I think this is a good color match. It's a bit on the red side. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. Red side, pink side. It's giving a bit of pink undertones. So very different shade to my Superstay, which is shade 31, but it's actually a good match. It's not bad. I just don't like the undertone of the foundation. I probably need to see if I can get a better shade. I don't know. It does blend in with my skin well. Guys, I don't know. I've used this foundation before. This is not the first time, and I did like it. So I know I do like this foundation, but I think this brush is what's blowing me away. Like, this is just blending out like a dream. It feels so soft on my skin, and I'm not one to hype up brushes. If you know me, guys, I don't splurge on brushes. I've got a few Hourglass brushes, but my favorite are Morphe, especially their charcoal range. If you guys haven't seen my full review on the Morphe brushes, go have a look at it. It's one of the best. But this is nice. Like, I'm understanding the hype. This is amazing for foundation alone. I haven't even used this side, so I would already purchase it just for that side. Let's put a bit of this foundation on my forehead. Guys, I feel like I'm using a lot of foundation though. It's very runny and watery. Oh, yes, I love this combo. But like I always say, for foundation, I always need to have it sit on my face for a good 6 to 8 hours, and then I'll know if I love it or not. Like, every foundation I put on my skin straight off the bat looks good because my skin's quite clear. So, does it last the whole day? Only time will tell. So I'll let you guys know at the end of the day how this sits. Anyway, foundation is all blended and nice. Let's go in with concealer. Alright, for concealer, I'm going to go in with Tarte Shape Tape only because this is a thicker concealer and a lot of brushes don't work well with this concealer, especially in my collection. So if this one can blend it out well, then we have ourselves a winner. So put a little bit on, and I'm going to blend it out. Now, usually I don't use brushes this big, but I feel like I can use this. I don't know, we'll see. So let's blend her out, guys. I'm very, very nervous because it's quite large, but so far. Guys, this is more dense, this is more fluffy. Just want to let you guys know that this one is more dense. And from what I know, people use this more for contouring and bronzing, especially for liquid products, but you can use it for pretty much anything, guys. There's no rules when it comes to makeup. But so far, love. I can't get right underneath my eyeliner, so if you want like precision, I wouldn't use it for that, but I don't mind because I can go in and blend it again. This is good on the days where, this is good for the days when you're in a rush and you want to quickly do your makeup, because seamless, like my concealer, guys, is literally so seamless. Like, I'm so happy with that. I am going to quickly do the other side and we're going to set. I'm so shocked. Like, literally. That blended out so fast, and that was a lot of concealer, guys. I don't know if you could tell, but it's not looking cakey at all, and I think I need to buy his other brushes, and that's bad for my pocket. What am I going to do? Shut. God, I love this so much. Guys, if you know me, you know that I've been using this for years, so this is good, but this is just making it even better, like 10 times better. Like the application of it, how smooth it is, how well it's blended. Like, if you know me, I've got fine lines and creases underneath. That's just how my eye bags are. And I'm just shocked. So, I don't know. All right, let's move on, and we're going to set our under eyes really quickly. I'm using the Huda Beauty shade in Pound Cake, the loose powder. And I always go in with the triangle powder puff, tap that in just a little bit, press underneath my eyes, and set that really quickly. Also, guys, if you want an eye makeup tutorial look on the eye makeup that I just did, I used the Huda Beauty palette, eyeshadow palette. I don't know which one, I'll show you guys at the end. But if you want a tutorial on this eye look, I can definitely do one for you guys. Alright, just set that perfectly so it doesn't crease. Guys, I'm just so shocked at the moment with how my base looks. Like, if you see this in person, I'm telling you, I look poreless. Like, I look like a filter. So shocked. Alright, I'm going to wipe off the excess powder just underneath my eyes because I don't want my concealer to crease, and I always need to set ASAP. But now we are going to go in with the same brush. I'm just going to wipe off the excess foundation and concealer on the back of a tissue. There's not that much product left on there anyway. But I'm going to go in using the new Morphe Hot Shot Sun Drops bronzer. I got the shade Sun Drops. And I think I'm going to use it on the fluffy side because I don't really contour. If you guys know me, you know I love bronzing my face. I'm not big on contour. And then I think I'll use the smaller side for my blush. So let's see. Anyway, Morphe Sun Drops, and this is in, no, Morphe Hot Shots, and this is in the shade Sun Drops. I'm just going to give it a good mix. Very, very excited to use this. Oh wow, very runny. So let's go in. That's what the consistency looks like. Let's go in and see if this is good. You guys know I don't use a lot. Wow, that is pigmented. Probably needed to use it just a little bit less. You guys know that I don't really use liquid contours. Your girl has oily skin, and sometimes we're just in a rush, so powder is enough for us. But wow, that is beautiful. I love her. Now, does she last the whole day? We shall find out. Wow, guys, that's actually really beautiful. Like, that color, it just reminds me of MAC Give Me Sun, which I'll set with after. Let's put some on our hairline. Shit, a lot of it came out. It's very runny, guys. I think it's best if you like stipple it on the back of your hand and then go through it. I shouldn't have just chucked a big chunk on my cheeks. So maybe go through and like blend it out on the back of your hand before you go through. But guys, I don't know if you can see that glow. Love this. And I don't know if you guys know, this is so cheap. I think I got it for like $19, like Australian. So I am literally shocked at my cheeks. Okay, I need to blend out this bit here. Wow. All right, I'm going to keep blending out just because I accidentally put too much on this side. But we're going to go in with the blush. Alright guys, I'm not going to add any more of the bronzer because I feel like that's perfect. Let's go in with the blush now. This is in the shade That Girl, which I didn't know what shade to get, but I thought maybe this one's nice because if you guys know me, you know I'm obsessed with pink. I think I'll just add a little bit. And I'm going to use the small dense side just so I can have a good precision and I don't put it in. I'm going to blend it out on the back of my hand because I don't want to get carried away. Wow, that is very nice. This is a very nice baby doll pink. It's very light. And guys, it matches my eyeshadow. I love this. Wow, okay. Already love this side of the brush. I love this side, but this side, perfection. What is this, guys? Like, I don't know if you can see, but that is so pretty. It looks like a Neapolitan ice cream. Okay, add a little bit more. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, I know this brush is a bit expensive. I think it was like $54 Australian, but it does so much. Like, you can use this for so much stuff. Like, you probably only need this and then probably like a powder brush and some eye shadow brushes, but this does so much. This has like done 4 things for me already. And I'm not gonna lie, that blush, that bronzer is just looking so freaking good. Anyway, let's start setting all this. And I'm gonna start powdering my face just a little bit because I didn't powder my face because I put liquid stuff on. So we're gonna use the Kosas Comfy Cloud Set Powder, and I'm gonna use the same triangle powder puff but the bottom side, and I'm just going to set the bottom of my face just here because you guys know me, I'm an oily gal. I can't just leave my makeup like this, and I'm just going to set it, so I'm not going to do anything crazy because I want to see how this foundation blends out at the end of the day. Anyway, so just on my T-zone mainly. Perfect. And then I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty powder, sorry. I'm just going to snatch my bronzer up just here and just here. There we go. And just down the sides of my nose. All right, this is a step I always do with any foundation. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of MAC Give Me Sun just to set that bronzer. Not too much though, ever so slightly. I am going to set that. So just a little bit. I don't want to do too much because the shade of that bronzer, so nice. It definitely looks like Give Me Sun, but a liquid version. As you can tell, it didn't do much because the shade match is very similar to this. So rub some on the tip of my nose. Okay, and then for blush, I'm thinking of using the Kosas blush in the shade Hype, only because it's very similar to this, and I don't want to take away from this shade because it's honestly so beautiful. So we're just going to add the tiniest bit, because like I said, I'm an oily gal and all of this is going to come off. So just a little bit of this on this brush, and look, it literally is the same color, just in a liquid form. So there you go, guys. I'm honestly so shooked at my foundation. I'm shooked with the bronzer and the blush. Like, that is so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera that well. I've put all my lights on, so hopefully you guys can see it, but I love my makeup. Like, I literally love my makeup today. All I have left to do is my lips now, so I'm going to quickly do my lips and show you guys the final results. Alright, so our makeup is all done, and for my lips I have the Makeup Forever lip liner in Wherever Walnut and the Say lip oil in the shade Play. And for my eyes I used the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. If you guys want a tutorial on this pink eye makeup look, I can definitely do one for you guys. But it is currently 12:33 p.m. sorry, and I'm going to get back to you guys at around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and we'll see how the foundation and everything wears throughout the day, so keep watching. Alright guys, update on the foundation. I put my makeup on around 12:30 p.m. It is now 8:40 p.m. So the foundation's been on my face for quite a long time, but I am super duper oily, guys. I don't know if you can see my makeup up close, but I'm definitely very, very greasy on my T-zone. More oily than what I would be using my Superstay Skin Tint. So definitely the Superstay Skin Tint keeps me matter and less oily for long. I do like the wear of the foundation. It hasn't spread or anything, but I'm very, very oily. So I haven't blotted, I didn't do anything throughout the day, I didn't touch up my makeup, nothing like that, just my lips. So this is how the foundation looks after how many hours, guys? I don't know, but this is how it's worn, and it's not bad, but I don't think it's my favorite foundation, to be honest, because I don't want to get this greasy throughout the day, and I've never been this greasy throughout the day. So I do prefer the Maybelline Skin Tint. Definitely it keeps me matte way longer, and I'm never this oily. But apart from everything else, my bronzer is still on, my blush is still going strong. I give a tick of approval for the bronzer, the blush, and the brush, but not the foundation. I think I'll skip that foundation, especially if you've got oily skin. But I think if you've got dry skin, it'll be perfect. Anyway, I'm going to close out this video. I need to wash my face and go to bed soon. So bye guys.